Hi, my name is Stephen Chapman. I'm a career specialist here at Lower Columbia College, and I look forward to telling you a bit more about portfolios. We're going to get going. We're going to talk about portfolios. And portfolio is one of the best marketing tools that a person can have. And we're going to be talking about the acronym PEAKS. P-E-A-K-S. That's going to be a helpful reminder of the different areas a portfolio may have. So let's get started. Artifacts. Artifacts are going to be all the things that might go into your portfolio. It might be papers, it might be pictures, it might be graphs or charts. But we're just going to call all of them artifacts, just for ease of language. So, P in PEAKS, personal characteristics. What items do you have in your possession that would show what your personal characteristics are or what personal characteristics you have? So it might be something that you have in a customer feedback sample. Or maybe you did some volunteer work and somebody wrote a letter on your behalf about that work. That might be something that you can use to show your personal characteristics. E is experience. What types of artifacts do you have that show the various experiences you've had or that you've been involved in? It might be just on your resume or a cover letter. You're going to have those in your portfolio. Maybe it's an internship that you did and you got something recognizing the work that you did with that internship or preceptorship. Another great thing to have in your portfolio. I like the fact that we need to look at both paid as well as unpaid experiences. Remember, they said volunteers are not paid, not because they're not worthless, but because they are priceless. Employers will see volunteer work as a priceless piece of your experience. Get that in there. Get that in your portfolio. Accomplishments. What things do you have? What items do you have that can show various accomplishments that you've achieved? So it might be awards. It might be other recognition or goals that you set and then achieved. Okay? It may be before and after from the figures. Maybe you got a job as a salesperson and you can show before you got that job what were the sales and what was the sales after you became that salesman. And you can show before and after. That would be a great way of showing your accomplishments. So don't be afraid to take credit for the things that you've done. Okay, so show your accomplishments. Knowledge. What other facts do you have to show what knowledge you have obtained. Now realize I'm saying knowledge and not skills. There is a difference. We'll talk about skills next. But knowledge is time that you spent learning something new. It might be a diploma, a certificate, time spent in a learning opportunity, or other training. Then finally we're going to look at skills. Okay, skills is where you've taken your knowledge and put it to work. Okay, so an example I use, if you've developed a spreadsheet in Excel, Microsoft Excel, okay, and you want to show that you can develop a spreadsheet, that would be in your knowledge section. If you're going to use that spreadsheet to show me some other accomplishments that you've achieved, that would be a skill, okay? The accomplishment would be the skill. So, and also, when you're looking at skills, consider hard skills like driving a forklift, unlike the man in the picture driving a forklift well, but also look at soft skills, things like teamwork, customer service, showing up on time, being responsible. Those would be soft skills. So don't ignore the soft skills when you're looking at the hard skills as well. Again, that might be a work sample. Now, I recently added this. This graph shows what skills employers look for when they're hiring new employees. And when you look at this, education, job experience is way over here. One of the bottom of the top 10. The top 3, work ethic, integrity, attitude, communication, cultural fit. Those are soft skills. And yet, those are the things that employers say they look for first when they're looking to hire a new person. So, highlight the soft skills. Don't ignore those. They're just as important, if not more important, than the hard skills. So, putting it all together. So, this is my professional portfolio. I'm going to put all my documents into sheet protectors, into a 3-ring binder. I'm not going to hole punch my documents. I'm going to put them into a sheet cover, sheet protector, then they stay nice, clean, and neat. The other cool thing about that is that I can take copies of those documents, put them in behind the original. If the employer wants a copy, I can pull it out from behind the original, hand it to them, and they're good to go. So I'm going to put them in protection. I'm also going to have, hopefully, a zippered portfolio. I want a zipper on it so that as I walk around, things aren't going to fall out, okay? It also looks nice. It looks professional. I can even get ones that have handles on it to carry it like a briefcase, making it look nice and neat. And then again, we're not going to hole punch our documents. we're going to put them into the sheet covers. So, why do I want to do this? Why spend the time putting this together? If I'm in an interview and I want to make a point about my skills, about my knowledge, about my experiences, about my personal characteristics, now I'm not just telling the person the things that I have, I can now show them. I now have a visual aid. It also gives me evidence. Now I feel more confident telling you about the skills or experiences that I have because I can show you. I've got evidence. I've got backup. I'm not just telling you something, I'm showing you. Okay? And then I'm more organized. If I come in with a well-organized portfolio, everything put together, I'm able to go through it in an organized fashion and show it in an organized fashion. I then look more organized and more put together. So, great for a job interview. Fantastic. The best marketing tool you could ever have for a job interview. But that's not the only potential uses. We may be a college student trying to get into a graduate program or just a higher level college program. And it may be competitive. I may have to go through an interview to get into that program. Well, now what I could do is put together my portfolio to include my educational experiences. What got me to the point of now applying for this graduate program? I can show the committee why I should be allowed into that particular program because of all the work that I've done ahead of time. Me, I've been off work for a while, and I'm trying to get back into the workforce. Well, I want to go to an employer and be able to show them what have I been doing during that time off work. Maybe I've been doing volunteer work. Maybe I've been helping out at my kids' school. But what can I show this potential employer about what I've been doing during that time off work? Have I been developing my skills to try to get back into a different career? What have I been doing? Maybe I'm trying to change careers. But what I can do is take accomplishments that I've received in my previous career and then show the new employer how those skills are going to transfer into this new career that I'm trying to break into. Maybe I'm an independent contractor. I'm not working myself, but I've got customer feedback or previous customer examples that I can build my portfolio around, and now I can use this to market to new customers. I can now show potential customers what some of my previous customers have said about my work, or maybe I've got pictures showing my previous work. I can use that to market to new customers. One thing that I use mine for is going through an annual review or trying to get a raise or a promotion. So I'm going to go into my supervisor, and instead of simply telling them what I've done over the last year, or telling them why I should get that raise or promotion, now I'm going to show them. Now I've got evidence showing that I've done these things over the last year. Again, evidence. So, we're going to have our master portfolio. That's going to have everything in it you could possibly think would ever go into a portfolio. When we go to use it, we're now going to take that master and we're going to go through and we're going to develop a targeted portfolio. What artifacts out of my master do I really need to present to whoever I plan to present to? Okay? If I'm going to go into a job interview to be a career specialist, I might not include my old search and rescue certifications in that targeted portfolio because it's really not relevant to that purpose. So what's relevant to the purpose that I'm going to use it for? That's what I want in my targeted portfolio. Because remember, when I get to that interview or when I get to that meeting, I want everything to be organized and concise so I can flip through it easily and show them what I want to show them and not have a bunch of extra irrelevant things that I have to flip through to find what I'm looking for. That's why we're going to hone it down to just that targeted portfolio. So, one of the things that you can do with a portfolio is explain difficult concepts. So with me, back in the day, I used to do what they call person-centered planning. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time explaining what that means. And I wouldn't want to do that in an interview. Instead, what I did was I made some copies of some actual plans that I created for people. I took off the real name, put in some phony names. That way I can show some examples of what a person-centered plan might look like. So now I don't have to give a big long explanation of what that term means. I can simply show them. So it allowed me to take a difficult concept and show a very easy outline of it. So the portfolio should not be an art project in itself. Okay, don't have your kids put stickers on the outside of your portfolio to make it look neat. But it may include artwork if you are an artist and you're trying to show some of your artwork. You may have copies of your artwork in the portfolio itself. One thing that you can do nowadays online is you can create an e-portfolio, an electronic portfolio, where you upload all your documents online to a service that you can then have people log into and look at your electronic document. And then what you can do is create a QR code that a person can just click with their phone, smartphone, and go right to that site to look at your electronic document. There are a few things to be careful about with the ePortfolio. One, once you set it up, log into it as you were the employer. Not the way you would log in, but log in the way an employer would. And then view the documents. Make sure they look correct. Make sure they look normal. The other thing, make sure that when somebody goes on to your ePortfolio, that they can't edit or delete content when they go in. Make sure that you have a safe way that they cannot actually mess around with your document from that. So again, the ePortfolio. So here's the goal. The portfolio, building the portfolio is never done until the day you die. I actually say the day after you die so somebody can get your obituary in the back page. But it's never done. You should be looking at this regularly. What else have I received that needs to go in my portfolio? So, this is a bit old. Yeah, this is a bit old. Dying from not sending text messages to people. But yeah, until you die, it's not done. Again, my name is Stephen Chapman, Career Specialist with Lower Columbia College. You just want Portfolio Power. If you have any questions about portfolio, please contact Career Counseling and Employment at Lower Columbia College. Thank you.